Hello everyone and welcome back to Alone in the Dark. So if any of you had been suggesting anything to me in the past couple videos, I haven't seen it because I'm doing this recording the day after the last recording. The last one was like 3.5 hours or something like that. So I think I was still trying to figure out what the hell was going on. I'm still thrown off by the goddess of fertility. I wouldn't think that to be the same thing as what I'm dealing with here, but maybe that was just the cult they were following before. Do I have any weapon? I do. I have a hatchet. Because I could not remember. And what was the deal? Whose room was I in that brought me here? It was the doctor, Dr. Gray. Yes. I remember. Hello? Nothing. Oh, I was not prepared. Oh, cold. Oh, great. I got a trophy that just said entering hell. That's, yeah, it's always great. Oh, I cycle between that one for it, eh? Okay, sorry, just trying to get used to... No, how do I trade? What if I want the pistol? I hold one. Okay, fair enough. I'll hold on to this. Makes sense, they're both pistols. What's the deal with you? Oh yeah, I got full one. Read it to me.
What can be said about Jacob van Ostad without evoking contempt or apologia? The first piece of information is the obvious. He is not the explorer Jeremy idolized in his youth, but the figment of his imagination. If you want biographical facts, I am not the one to answer such questions. In the case of Jeremy, he is a guardian of imagination, or rather a persona appointed the role of containing a self-sabotaging mania. However useful Jacob once was, his loyalty to Jeremy has slowly been replaced by fanaticism. Like a firekeeper who has for decades been burnt by his own sacred flames, now does what he imagines the fire wants. Jeremy has lost all control over Jacob and suffers greatly because of him, but is admittedly also still invigorated by his labor. In the plainest of words, Jacob keeps Jeremy sick so he can remain Jeremy.
That one's cool. Right, okay, so, not that I'm... Because this was just the last video for you guys, but I was kind of tired yesterday.
Disheartened by his failure to make Emily understand what he was doing, Detective Conby actually felt better seeing the frozen hell before him. There was a finality to it. Its clear symbolic opposite to the dark man's desert made him realize this was the end. Soon, it would all be over.
That's good to know. Apparently I gotta light the way forward. Oh... Where'd all... Oh, it's still here. Is that all still here? I know I'm gonna need this at some point. Why is it all grayed out? Okay. It was just a bug. Okay, that's fine. This is the snake dagger. I just want to listen to it. Actually, I don't think I really need to listen to it. I think the gist of it... I'll listen to it again. I could put a time in the screen. You can cut to whenever you think you need to.
The Snake Dagger, a monograph by Yael Klein. In Ludwig Prin's book on pagan rituals called The Mystery of the Grave, as translated by Nicholas Vachy, there are several references to a sacrificial dagger called the Snake Dagger. It has long been thought of as a poor translation of the original text, that it would be more appropriate with worm dagger from the Latin vermis cultrum. This seems natural, following the recent consensus that the original title of Prin's book, De Vermis Mysteris, should literally translate to the mystery of the worm. However, this would take away from Vahi's great effort at translating the underlying meaning of the words and revealing several cultural beliefs. While Prin certainly was using the term worm as a symbol or synecdoche for death and the dead, which is made clear by the contents of the book, in the case of the dagger, we shouldn't be too hasty to dismiss his translation. Reading through Vahi's correspondence with his patron, it appears that he had more than just the Latin text at his disposal. Vahi had dug up Prin's living relatives and uncovered several cross-referenced historical texts and an actual snake dagger. The dagger was dated to the early Middle Kingdom of Egypt and had such a clear shape of a wave that Vahi considered calling it the sinusoidal blade. Knowing the full story, it seems prudent that he chose to translate it as snake and not worm. There are several reasons why this choice of word helps us understand the pagans that Prin's book attempts to describe. The symbolic value of the shape becomes more apparent when reading about the use for the dagger. In the passage of possession and exorcism, we find the snake dagger poisons the poisoner within the victim and is therefore pacified. Where the literal text would tell us that the worm dagger trumps the demon possessing the victim, it tells us nothing of their reasoning. Only that somehow this dagger wins against the demon, like it had the better hand in poker. Vahi's translation allows us to follow the underlying logic to the ritual magic that is being performed. Poison the poisoner. Sounds like fighting fire with fire. That to hurt the demon possessing its victim, the priests would have to fight back with a power that is known to the evil they are fighting. The snake dagger is therefore not only a good way to describe its form, but it also helps us understand how it could be thought of as a useful tool for exorcism. Finally, it also helps us understand their relationship to lunacy, that it was thought of as something poisoning the mind rather than controlling it. What is also interesting to note is that the possessed are always considered poisoned in their head and not their heart. The snake dagger always went to the eye of the possessed, leaving them partially blind, if they had the good luck to survive.
Okay, I just wanted to hear that again. What are you? Oh, you're gonna be
We
important.
found the ancient stellarium perched on a cliff facing the Arctic Ocean after a day of sailing due north of the Eskimo encampment. Jacob van Oostad was our most keen member of the expedition. He had been chasing down the source of a peculiar type of crystallized metal present in several sacred items among the natives on the northeast coast of Greenland. The site was a remarkable find for any explorer, and we were all enraptured in our search for enlightenment and meaning. The surviving architecture seemed almost unearthly in origin and astonishingly sophisticated. The metal Jacob was searching for was abundant, almost ubiquitous. We were so taken by our find that we were surprised by the sun falling below the horizon. As we quickly picked up our gear, ready to head back to our camp, Jacob van Oostad declared that he wanted to stay. He was adamant. We begged him to reconsider. The night would be getting colder by the hour, and we feared for all our safety. Jacob refused, threatening us with violence if we wouldn't leave him alone. As the snowfall turned heavier, we left him there on his own. The next day, the weather became worse, and we had to spend hours enforcing our shelter as our tents became increasingly useless. The group had written off Jacob, thinking he must be dead. I had an urge to make one final attempt to save him, so I headed out as darkness fell with a handful of flares and headed toward the coast and up the climb, towards the stellarium. That's when I saw him, transfixed by a burning sky, that celestial lantern. Jacob keeled over and let out a painful shriek that struck me with such fear and pity. He was crying in agony, for the cold weather had ravaged his flesh. I called out to him, and he turned to face me. His vacant stare held me in place like a needle through a butterfly, and he said, "You must leave now, Ashton. Go, and never come back." And so I left.
Well, shit, okay. Jacob may be here. Just because it's a memory, right? So, anything else here? No, nothing. My objective was to shoot a flare off into the distance. Right on. Is that my objective? I thought. Light the way forward. It did say forward. What are you? What are you? Okay, cool. I got the base point. Right on. And forward we go. Okay, next one. That's the next one. I guess this is just supposed to keep me warm. I don't know. Or maybe it is just my base point. I don't know. Oh. Is that where I'm going? No, I think I'm getting too far off. I think I need to go this way. Yeah, there you are. You keeping me true. I'm actually really glad they put these here. I would have been absolutely screwed had they not have done it. What are you? You're just more flares. Okay. Any sign of where I go? Where you gonna point me? No? I don't know. Shoot my shot this way. I don't think I can go that way though, can I? Ah, gotta try. Nope. Wasted that one. Yonder way? Oh, I'm an idiot. How long was that pointing at me? You whips. What the what are you? Gonna take out my actual pistol for this next seat part. There's some over there. Scary. What was he here for? He liked the medals. Which that part seems bizarre to me. I believe that's what it said. That's what it said, right? I'm not gonna go back and forth crazy with it. Most keen member of the expedition, he had been chasing down the source of the type of crystallized metal present in several sacred items among the... Yeah. Maybe Jacob released the guy. Because I imagine this is what Jacob was looking at in the sky, but maybe he released the Dark Man. Where did the Dark Man control 1,000 generations? You know what? Let's not overthink it. Let's not jump the gun. He may be frozen to death. he's alive. Let's get ready to blow his brains out if need be.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? What is this place?
Turn back, detective. You're not wanted here.
Whoa, take it easy. I'm not your enemy.
Oh, you're wrong, detective. You're wrong.
Kill Jacob. Yeah, nope, that's him. Where though? You're my enemy, buddy. Oh. Jacob, why? Did I piss you off? I'm just assuming you've been here forever. Is there anything around here I can pillage? No? You told Buddy to turn around. I'm just guessing you've been taking guard of this thing this entire time. Which is really a guess. Oh. Ah, just throwable items. Yeah, I'm not gonna go crazy looking around. What didn't you want anyone seeing here? Sure.
Of course, the Taurus. I figured you wouldn't want your stars aligned, Jeremy, or maybe that is what you need to temper that mania of yours.
Oh, this is the talisman. Okay, let's find a path that just syncs up. Yeah. I think it's really just spin and hope, except none of them's gonna connect like this. Okay, I went the wrong way. Yep. It's all connected. I don't need to do anything. I don't think I need to do anything else. No, do I? Oh, I may have to move the whole thing. The whole thing may not be pointed in the right way. Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, did I bugger it? What?
For God's sake, stay dead, will you?
Oh boy. What? No, I still have my weapons. Okay. Oh, I want the big gun. Machine gun. Yeah, that's smart. Stab it. Stabby. Go stab it. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing things. Wait for him to get up. I don't want to preemptively waste the shot. Oh! Hurt. Owie. Owie. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, yeah. Got a game plan. Stabby. Stab. Dodge, bob and weave. Oh, that's a throwable item. Oh, bob and weave. Oh, no bobbing and weaving. and weave. And also drink. Bob and weave! Oh, God, I wasn't paying attention. Well, I was not paying enough attention. I messed that up. No first attempts for me. I fucked it. The bobbing and weaving doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah. That's fine. I know what's about to happen here.
God's sake, stay dead, will you?
Bobbed and weaved. Bobbed and weaved. Stab him. Just gonna reload one more. Reload. Oh, dodge. Oh, nope. Get back over there. Stab him. He can't breathe. Put some holes in him. Okay. Oh, big gun. Oh, I thought I did it perfect. Oh, put some holes. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. Oh, he's giving me a big old bear hug. This looks familiar. Oh, this all looks familiar. Okay. Did I pull that out of the other world?
Jeremy?
I saved Jeremy. Can't say I didn't. Oh, I'm playing. Am I not playing? I'm not playing.
Get everything! Aren't you happy? Stupid charlatan. What more do you want from me? You want me to lose my mind?
Oh, my Lord! Doctor! Baptiste! Quick!
Jesus. What were you thinking, compadre?
Pardon me? Oh, I'm not gonna try to. I usually come up with these reasons of like, oh, it's because of this. Oh, I understand what's going on here. No idea. The Dark Man had to have been real, or I'm really losing my mind. Which maybe I'm really losing my mind.
You awake? You are awake. Mr. Conby's up.
Hey, buddy. I thought you'd be knocked out for the rest of the night. Come on out and join us, will you? I'll save you some gumbo.
Good to have you back. You gave us all a good scare.
What happened?
You had a psychological breakdown. Sorry for manhandling you, but you're being violent, you see.
You stabbed Jeremy and then punched Dr. Gray.
Are they okay?
Jeremy's a little strange, but everything's back to normal.
Really?
Well, you got stabbed in the eye.
You combat. You want to try standing up?
Well, if it isn't the hero of the day. How are you feeling, Detective?
This is going way too well.
How about you two? Hey, Jeremy, I didn't do too much damage, did I?
Things are fine. Very quiet.
What's up with him? Painkillers?
No. You see, despite you having the finesse of a one-eyed butcher, You managed to lobotomize, dear Jeremy.
I did what?
It's actually quite impressive. It's not like I hadn't considered it myself. I just wish Jeremy could have been helped without reducing his personality to that of an oyster.
But he's gonna live.
Of course. As long as someone keeps feeding him, he'll outlive the best of us.
That tree's still there. That just... Why were you dressed like that? I think you were dressed like that. Why were you dressed like that?
Does Emily know about Jeremy's condition?
Yes. She seems to be handling it quite well under the circumstances.
Does she still want to take Jeremy away from Derceto?
I will have to insist that you do. This is not that kind of institution.
But... You! The hell mask are you wearing?
Hey, Ruth. Glad to see you made it back to Derceto.
You too, Detective. Make sure to stay for the festivities. It's no Mardi Gras, but it ain't bad.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna talk to all of them. I'm just a little taken back. If you're nice to me, that's a sign that the game's not done.
Good to see you back on your feet, Detective. Have some gumbo.
Oh god,
Thanks.
I'm fucked.
I'll save it for later.
I would take gumbo. You tranked me. Oh, I guess that is your job.
What are you looking for?
Just keeping an eye out for the storm. Radio says it could be a wild one.
Right. Yeah, you, talk to you.
That is one impressive tree.
More impressive than you could ever imagine.
Cool. For Miss Hartwood? No, not yet. I'm not ready for that.
All right, tell me, what the hell's about to happen here?
Every year we have a little turn-the-page ceremony by the tree. It's symbolical. It's like life has its cycles of grief and happiness. You know? Just like a tree facing the seasons. Things change, but remain the same.
I almost walked past you. Hey, I killed your dad.
Hey, kid. What are you up to?
Preparing for the ceremony. I don't want to disappoint Mother.
Right, yeah, that whole thing. I guess we're gonna not sit too much on that. So the tree's not talking to me. That's also kind of weird. I want to see Emily. I want to talk to Emily. Can I leave? Are you going to be locked? There's no leaving this room. Can I leave through here? No. I don't think I ever could. I guess just wait here. Yeah, there's nothing else.
Everyone knows what to do? Y'all know the new words.
Mrs. Thompson, we talked about this. I'm not sure everyone is comfortable.
Doctor, I insist. This is important. We've waited for so long, Doctor.
Let's just go with the old song. Not every change is an improvement.
Boss, good or bad, we need to move forward.
All in, Doc. Let's bet it all. But we don't know what we're dealing with.
It'll be okay, Doctor. Better even.
Okay.
Ever their praises and abundance to the black goat of the woods. Hear us, Mother. Take pity on us. Take pity on us.
Ever their praises and abundance to the black goat of the woods. Hear us, Mother, and take pity on us. Take pity.
I didn't reload my weapons. I just assumed they took them all. Excuse me?
Stop! Are you crazy? This here's what needs to happen, Cosby. Grace, stop! Stop!
Shoot the ground! Shoot the ground! Stop in the ground! Stop in the ground! Get my uncle out of here!
Jeremy, come with me! Get over here! Jeremy, come with me! Jeremy, come here!
No! There has to be another blood!
Oh, he's dead. Can we not count that? Okay. Oh, this makes so much sense. Does this not make sense to you? This makes so much sense. Oh my god! Just watch all of them, one by one. Oh! Why? Emily seemed to know what happened.
I can't let that monster leave Derceto. I have to stop it.
Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, reload. Oh, you. Oh, man. Okay, well, let's just, it takes a second. And I believe all of this will be very necessary. Yeah, this way. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I need, is that not the way to go? No, I don't think that's the way to go. Oh. Oh my. Okay, yeah, this way. What like, they all seem to have known what something was going on with it. They're just oh so casual. Am I in the other world? You know what? He's come to the conclusion that steps need to be taken. Let's not overthink them. Let's just, you know, do what we have to. I have a handful of ammunition. I have no hope that it'll do anything. Dear God. Can the Dark Man do anything about it? Pretty sure he's real. Kinda liked that one. No? Okay. Can the Dark Man do anything about it? Oh, wow. Oh, I'm in the acid. I'm in the... Oh. Where is it? Oh, I see that. I see that. I am nowhere over there, pal. I am nowhere over there. Where... Oh, I see it. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, I'm now noticing that. Oh, I didn't reload? Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, great. I didn't want that at all. I've gotten completely quiet. I know what I have to do. I just kind of lost track while juggling all that. Where are you gonna put me back? Kind of curious about that. You gonna put me back on top? Am I back on the ground? Oh, I am far into the ground. Okay. Loaded. 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 Okay. So, I'm not going to question how that ended up happening, or a dark man or not, or what exactly is going on. I'm just gonna fuck it. You can skip the... No? Okay, fair enough. The tree was never a tree. There you are. Where's the barnacle? There's it. There's it. Oh, nope. There we go. Barnacle, barnacle. 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 Preemptively start killing them? No, let's just take out these guys now. Oh god, it's because I was reloading. Barnacles. Barnacles. I'm cleaning up barnacles. Barnacles. Barnacle. Ow. Ow. Drink. Oh, I didn't need a drink.
I'm all out of bullets.
Oh, no. I'm down. Where is it? Machine gun ammo. Where is the machine gun ammo? Wait, don't overthink it. You don't even screw it. More bullets. Reload, 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 reload. Okay, nope, barnacle, barnacles, barnacle. Oh, my content is just me screaming barnacles. Ow. Oh god. Nope, that's not doing anything. Ammo, 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 ammo. Help, 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 help. Did I get him? There was no roof. Don't care. You know what? A lot of things not making sense. Glad he's dead. Okay, all I did was scream barnacles, but the focus was real. I had to just... He's still there.
I tried to tell you. There was so much evidence. Their devotion to the Black Goat was like nothing I've ever seen before. I felt so dumb believing any of it, but I'm glad I did.
Are you okay? Everything is out of order. This isn't the way the story goes. I shouldn't be alive.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, buddy.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's alive.
How are you doing, sweetie?
I kinda like it. You ruined everything, but I'm not mad.
Okay. No, she's not mad.
Alright, you ready to head back to New Orleans?
Come on, Jeremy. We're leaving.
Can I come?
I thought you said you didn't need saving.
Don't leave her. She's important.
Of course we're taking her with us.
Yay, I'm important.
Is that it? I killed her dad and now she's my daughter? Is that... I am not gonna lie, I am quite confused. They just started... Is there something I missed? It's like I was kind of following the Dark Man path, and then I think I beat him by stabbing Jeremy and lobotomizing him. But then they started hanging that one woman. And I know that that had to do with the goddess of fertility, because they brought that up a couple times. I'm just guessing I freed Jeremy by stabbing him in the eye, which I'm a little confused with how Jeremy and Jacob were related. I know that Jeremy had a lot of motivation from Jacob. And I get that Jacob is the person who discovered that whole special area forever ago. It doesn't matter, but I can accept the part that Jeremy got lobotomized in the way that they described with the snake poison knife, whatever. The exorcism knife, if you will. And that cured him. Lobotomized him, so he's a vegetable now, more or less. But they brought up the whole fertility god. They started hanging what's-her-name. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. Hello. So, I'm not gonna lie. Let's put this to perspective here. Because that recording that you were just watching of me playing the game, that was from quite some time ago. Well, actually, it's not as long ago as I thought. About 2 months ago was when I recorded it. I was looking through the editing for it to put this last part out and call that it for Alone in the Dark. And the more I kept watching it, I make some statement at the end of the video when I give my final review of the game. And I say to myself that I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the Emily playthrough. I'm not going to do the Emily playthrough because I went through, I started Googling it, and they're incredibly similar. I'm not going to say they're the same. There are some differences, but they're not huge. It basically, almost everything that Edward had to do, that you saw me play as, she's going to do as well. There are some narrative differences where she's going to have different conversations with other players, but that's really it. There's nothing else really that's different. There's, I think, 1 or 2 different missions that you can do, and there's 2 secret endings that I think you're also able to do as well. Only as Emily. But honestly, the amount of differences there are, I don't really want to go back and play the whole thing over again. And I just want to make a comment on this final part, because everything in the game suddenly stopped making sense. Like, you guys watch that. We're focused on this guy, the Dark Man, the entire game. And there's a lot of questions to be had about that. Like, this, I don't feel like it came to a solid conclusion. But regardless of that, it ended with him. My game was revolved around him, and then suddenly the tree came alive, and that was confusing. That had nothing to do with him. So, to put it simply, there was a cult in the town. Just to clarify, this tree thing that I fought at the end, that town revolved around a cult. I'm going to put a video in the description that can explain the entire story. It's about an hour long. I think you can skip halfway through it, but if you watched my series up to, the entirety of it, I think you can skip half of it. But to summarize, the town worshipped this, I guess it's a deity or a god, if you will, similar to Cthulhu in a sense. I think it's off the same family tree. And they had this worship, and they had this certain ritual that they always do, and they wanted to change it for the better. They were fully aware of Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man, and they coerced Jeremy to write up a different dialect to sing while sacrificing the child, and that is sacrificing of that child was part of the process for the ritual. And the Dark Man gave a new dialect for it, which Edward interrupted in my playthrough. I honestly don't know if it would have been Emily who to interrupt it, if it was a different playthrough, but I just know I did. If I played as Emily, honestly, I hear conflicting things about whether it would have made sense. Because I think the main reason that none of it made sense was because all of the patients and the staff at the Tercetto institution, they did not act up at all. They weren't arguing with me. They were being cooperative. And they were generally really chill. They would not have been if I played as Emily. I would have suspected something. Honestly, from the sounds of it, it would have been more easy to suspect something go off in Tercetto and that there was some other deity if I played as her, because the staff were not friendly with her just because they knew about her ties with Jeremy. I don't want to go more into the story and crazy with it, but basically, from what I looked at afterward, it made so much more sense to play as Emily the entire time, especially even with Jeremy and the Dark Man, because not only is Jeremy more forthcoming with information with Emily because that's his actual niece, But she also has some investment with the Dark Man as well. Because if the Dark Man's no longer hunting Jeremy, whether he died or he got freed from the Pact or whatever, he's going after Emily. Because Emily's the next heir in the family to have to worry about it. So in general, mate, looking at this story, Edward was a really weird character to be putting in this game to begin with. And I think it honestly came down to one of the previous games. I don't know if this is actually the poster for the previous game, but there's an old, I didn't realize this until afterward, there is an old Alone in the Dark where you could play as either the male or the female in the game, and it's supposed to be a difference in the story. And I think that they tried to hold to that with this new game, but I think it ended up becoming more confusing, especially with that ending, and in my opinion, especially with playing as Edward. Edward was nice, apparently, in the sense that Emily will apparently just start running in and she'll have information she already knows because she's aware of the curse her family has. And it just kind of makes it harder for the player to keep up, apparently. Like so Edward's easier to start off as because he knows nothing and we know nothing. But still, it's a bit frustrating. I would have loved it to death. To death. If they chose to give Emily the Dark Man story and have the madness kind of affect her, because that would have made sense, and that madness does not affect Edward, and he's just dealing with that, I think it's called the Black Goat, this thing that I fought at the end. This is my 2 cents. Oh, sorry, I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. If he fought this thing at the end, I think that would have made more sense, personally. Now, this is not me trying to shit on the game. The game had a lot of good moments, and even regardless of this confusing thing at the end, there was still a lot more questions that just didn't really get answered or make sense in the game. Again, I'm going to post a video in the description that kind of summarized the whole thing. You guys go watch that if you want. But in general, I do think it was a good game. I think it was a lot of work put into it and a lot of really cool stuff. And it is actually, it must have taken a while to have thought up this whole story, because this whole story with the Dark Man and the Black Goat with the tree thing, that's actually based off of like parts of, I don't remember the type of, I'd be hard pressed to call it a religion. It's based off of the same family tree as Cthulhu. I'm not sure so much of the Dark Man. I think he is. Definitely more with the Black Goat. There's a lot of thought, and it had a really cool way of not giving you the answer to what you need, and you have to run around to try to find it, and I thought that part was cool. It was a really cool game, and I'm not harshing on it. It says this is how the game ended, and I just wanted to get that out there, because I make statements in the end of my how I ended the video that I'm not showing now, that said I'm gonna come back and I'm not gonna come back. Good game, but I don't really have a desire to come back. So I'm just gonna end it here. I hope you like the series. I did think it was good. I was definitely like if there's a game I don't like, I don't play it. Or I'll start and then I'll stop. I've done that. I've done that many times. There's been a couple series that I started recording, and then I got bored and was like, no, I'm done. And I didn't post any of those videos, not as of lately, but I'm just saying, it happens. So it wasn't so bad as to make me stop playing. I would say it's a great game, and it's just my complaints. But that's all I'm gonna do for now. So end of the series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Let's turn this up a notch.